I'm gonna need this. SquareEnix. SquareEnix. Why? Welcome to 50's Thoughts. As you can tell, this is not going to be one of the positive ones. I'm fine with Tomb Raider being a Xbox exclusive for a bit, okay? I originally thought that, oh, it's just Xbox exclusive, and, well, do I really have to pull up that clip again?
Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you.
Okay, yeah, I had to. That was actually funny the second time. But I hate these dates. I hate these dates for the PlayStation 4 and PC release dates. PC gets the better end of the bargain. Theirs comes out early 2016. Okay, that's fine. You know, November 10th, 2015 for the Xbox release date. Early 2016, so maybe January, February, that's okay. I can understand that, just give them a couple months. But holiday 2016 for PlayStation 4? Fuck you! What the hell? This is ridiculous! You're gonna wait a whole fucking year for this game to come out to a system. Okay? You're gonna wait a whole fucking year to put that out on PS4? What's wrong with you? The game won't be relevant by then. Everyone would have bought it for PC or Xbox 720, Xbox One. I don't care what it's called anymore. It's 720 in my mind. Why? This is ridiculous! Tomb Raider, one of the well-known franchises that started off on PlayStation, is not coming to PlayStation until a year after its release! You gotta be kidding me! At least you gave us release dates! Unlike your fucking E3 conference, where you decided, oh, we're just gonna announce that we're announcing something later on in the year. Yeah. Great us, right? And I'll get that video out eventually, okay? Just don't worry about that one. This is fucking ridiculous. A whole year.
When you say that, I want to shoot myself in the fucking head.
That's like if we said, oh, Fallout 4 is gonna come out to PC first, Xbox will get it a year later, and PlayStation 4 will get it 2 years after that. Do you really think that people will wait that long to play your game for $60?
Now get the fuck out!
You know what? I get it. Maybe this is a whole plan, right? This is a whole Microsoft plan to get more sales of the Xbox since they've been fucking up ever since the system came out. Oh, let's make this a media console. Oh, fuck that. Let's try to go back to gaming. I'm sorry, everyone. You know what? This is terrible. Okay, I thought that the COD DLC stuff was fine. I thought that, okay, this is fine. But this is... the whole PlayStation 4 thing is the thing that pisses me off, right? PC, I get it, it's a time exclusive. Give them a couple months, that's fine. But a whole fucking year! That's like the Skyrim DLC thing all over again. Us on PlayStation had to wait a year and a half to get it. This is nuts! You know what? And I would be okay if the gap was the same, right? 3 months to get it onto PC, and then another 3 months after that for PlayStation. So 6 months. It's more tolerable, but a whole year is not. That is the stupidest shit that I ever heard SquareEnix say. Okay? And they've said some pretty dumb shit. Please tell me we get a demo or something before it comes out on PlayStation 4. Please tell us we get something. Discount. Half off. Right? We waited a whole fucking year. We get a half off. Something. Because I am not going to pay $60 for this fucking game if I have to wait a whole fucking year. Because you know what? That's just you getting lazy. That's just you saying, you'll pay whatever we tell you because we're SquareEnix. Okay? We'll give you the good games, but you have to wait. It may be out for everything else. It probably would be easy for us to put it out all at the same time, but no. We're gonna be okay with, you know, delaying it for you guys. And you know what? I bet it's a Microsoft thing too, where Microsoft's like, yeah, we get, you know, mods for Fallout 4, now we get Tomb Raider. Fuck you, bitches! Woo! And you know what? Screw them too, because their conference at E3 sucked as well. And you know what? The more and more I see stuff like this, the more and more I lose hope in gaming. Because you know what? Mortal Kombat X was canceled for PS3 and Xbox 360. Canceled. And you know what? That's pretty bad. You know, you think that NetherRealm Studios would make their game for other platforms and not give it to high voltage software that decided, nope, we're gonna drop it because it won't meet our standards. It's not working. I'm sorry. We had a whole 6 months to figure it out, and we still haven't figured out why our characters won't move when we move the joystick. I don't know if that's an actual problem that they had with the game, but I don't care at that point. It's canceled. And you know what? Arkham Knight still isn't back up on PC yet. What the hell is wrong with gaming now, where we can't even get everything out on the same console anymore? We can't get anything out on the same consoles, right? We can't have the PS4 edition, the Xbox One edition, and the PC edition to come out same day. Same company. We can't even get it, so it's for the older generations that are now dying out and making those games a little bit cheaper. I'm not saying do what Web of Shadows did for the PS2, okay? That was a fucking piece of shit, that game. And we sold it for like $2. Because it was that bad. And we were laughing when we saw that kid walk away with it. But at least give us something. Give us a version of the game. You know, maybe you have to cut back a couple of the fatalities. Maybe you have to cut back on a couple of the brutalities. Maybe you can't get the DLC to us. I don't give a damn. At least we have something. Something that, you know, we can still play with and that we can still enjoy. And it's okay if it's like, oh, yeah, we had to wait a month for it because, oh, it's not working. You know, or 2 months, 3 months, but 6 months and then get told, oh, it's canceled, we're not doing it. We just dropped it and said, bye-bye. That's terrible. Several months to get Arkham Knight working on PC. You think Arkham Knight would work well on PC with the modding community and things like that? No! No. It's still gonna crash every 5 minutes. No matter if you have the highest gaming PC or not. What the hell? And now we have SquareEnix pulling this shit out of their ass, saying, yeah, you're gonna wait a whole year, PlayStation. You're gonna wait a whole year and you're gonna like it. Right? Isn't that right, Microsoft? Yeah, buddy! Woo! We're gonna be the #1 console again. You know what, Xbox, you were never the biggest console, alright? In my eyes, you weren't the biggest console, okay? You were kind of the cheapy console that's like, oh, just pay $60 to play with your friends online. And now everyone's adapting that, and it's like, well, shit. You know, but this is just ridiculous. And here's the thing, I could understand If this is just because, oh, the game's not working. The game is just not working on PS4 right now. We got working on Xbox One, we got working on PC, but for some reason, it's not working on PlayStation. I could totally understand that. But no, they do not say that anywhere here. They just say that it's going to come out holiday 2016. Please. Please, just why? Why? You know, I was excited for this game. This was one of the games I was gonna buy a PS4 for. And now I gotta wait a whole fucking year. I'm not buying an Xbox One. No, I cannot. I'm not gonna do it. Okay? I don't give a fuck about Halo. I don't really care about Gears of War. I love Uncharted. I loved Ratchet and Clank. Sure, they're franchise fatigue now, but I still liked them. I liked a lot of the PlayStation exclusives that PlayStation had to offer. Little Big Planet and, you know, all of them. And that was the main reason why I was going to buy a PS4. Oh, well, I get to play the games that come out on the dates that they're supposed to come out. I get to play the exclusives, and I get to have a happy time collecting trophies and having fun with friends that also have PS4s. But no. No, I won't be able to play this game until holiday 2016. And you know what? Even if I wanted to make content on that, it's out of the league. It's out. There's no purpose. And you know what? If this story sucks, if this game sucks for some strange reason, and we had to wait a whole year for it, oh, I'm gonna make another video on this saying, what the fuck, SquareEnix? Because you know what, SquareEnix? I'm tired of your shit. I am tired of you screwing us over constantly. I am tired of it. You are one of the worst gaming companies I have seen when it comes to your release dates, your marketing, everything. You are terrible. Your games are fun, but you as a company are terrible. Because I don't know how anyone can put up with this. Unless if you're an Xbox or PC fanboy. PlayStation guys like me, who love playing PlayStation games, love the feel of a PlayStation controller in their hands, are ready to throw that controller up against the wall and just scream at this like I am. Because this is bullshit. Okay, this is terrible, terrible bullshit. And if the game is ready, you know, for all consoles, and it, you know, and you know, you go through your timed exclusive things, right? The 3 months or whatever it is before you give it to Xbox One, and you have it ready for PS4. Oh, God. I may go crazy, okay? And you thought that the whole Dick Grayson being killed off in Batman vs. Superman thing, that was me being crazy. I can go crazy. I can literally just go off right now, but I'm trying to hold back because I don't want it to never come out for PS4. I'm still hopeful about the game. It's not making me feel like, oh, I'm gonna fucking hate the game now and shit like that. But I gotta say, this is ridiculous. This should not be happening. This is terrible. This is terrible gaming practices. You know what? Back in, you know, the days of PS2 and stuff like that, you know, back when I was a kid playing games and things like that, I enjoyed playing games. I enjoyed hearing that the shitty, you know, games that were coming out. I was glad to hear that they're coming out because that means something new that I can play, something new that I have in my hands. And that's what got me into gaming, is I love games. I love playing games. I love the story. I love the characters and things like that. And that's the reason why I'm still planning on buying this game. Whether it's, you know, on Red's PC, because his can actually run it, or on PS4, even at this ridiculous date. I want to know what happens to Laura, right? I want to know what happens to her. I want to know what story they came up with for this game. I want to know what new characters she meets. I want to see what new game mechanics they introduced into this new one, and see where the series may be going for the next game. That's because they've been working on that so hard ever since the reboot, is trying to make a story that will get you invested, trying to make gameplay mechanics that are fun, trying to put a story together that everyone will love, and try to make these characters lovable again. Because for a while, Tomb Raider was pretty bad. It just didn't have the feel that Tomb Raider should. And this was the Tomb Raider game that got me back into Tomb Raider. This is the game that was like, yeah, I love Tomb Raider again. Because, you know, I played some of the crappier ones and I'm like, okay. You know, I saw the movies and I'm like, okay. You know, I still like the idea of Lara Croft. I still like the idea of Tomb Raider. And this is what got me back into loving the series. And I can't believe that they're going to pull this shit on dedicated fans. You know, we're over here at PlayStation, we're not telling you, oh, Kingdom Hearts will come out first for PlayStation 4. Then will come out to PC 3 months later. And then Xbox, you get to wait 2 years. 2 years. We're not doing that shit. Because we know that that's bad, right? I'm saying, you know, Sony kind of knows that that's bad. Because this shouldn't be a fucking competition the way that it is now. Everything's a fucking competition in gaming, okay? There's MLG, there's trying to get these games out, you know, so they can make the most money. I mean, look at Godzilla, that's a perfect example. You know, look at, you know, trying to make one every year, that way people keep on giving you their money and keep investing into new ones, aka Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed. But no, the Tomb Raider should not be part of this competition where it's like, yeah, we're gonna try to milk this cash cow as much as possible, to the point where it's gonna drain dry again. And you know what, if they keep doing this, if the next Tomb Raider is like this, and the Tomb Raider after that, I'm gonna say, fuck it, I'm done with Tomb Raider, because this is ridiculous. This is fucking annoying. And I fucking hate how games are starting to do this now. Oh, we're gonna add, you know, microtransactions. That's something that really pisses me off. Oh, season passes. I'm perfectly fine with. Online passes pisses me off. But making it so someone has to wait a whole year to play or watch something is annoying. It's stupidly annoying. You know, it's like saying, oh, Japan, we're gonna show you Mission Impossible 2. We're just gonna have it so it came out this month. We've never shown it in your country before. We never thought about selling it in your country, but no. We're gonna have a premiere, we're gonna have all the old actors come walk your red carpet, we're gonna have all that happen, and you're gonna watch a movie that is really, really old. At least you got it! I mean, this is horrible. This is horrible. This is tragic, okay, for PlayStation 4 gamers. And if you love Tomb Raider, and if you are on PlayStation 4, make sure you throw up a middle finger to SquareEnix. Make sure that you get this to change, because that's the only way that we're going to make this a change. Tweet at them. You know, post this on their Facebook wall saying, oh, well, maybe not this video, but the article saying, this is bad. Please try to get it out faster to us. You know, things like that. Try to tell Microsoft, hey, this is unfair. Because that's the only way we're going to get things to change in gaming. There's two ways that you can make things change. Number one, being vocal about it, which I do a lot. And number two, you stop supporting it. And I don't want to stop supporting SquareEnix, because they do make very good games. And I want to see those games come out. But when they're pulling practices like this, these are the moments where I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't be supporting them anymore. Because they're just like the druggie that cannot get off cocaine. No matter how many times they've gone through rehab, no matter what, they're like Lindsay Lohan, okay? They just cannot get off of it. They cannot stop. And that's what's so saddening about this. It's just, all the time, they're disappointing me now. To the point where I'm worried about their games. Because I see how this company is being done. I don't know. I don't know anymore. You know what, SquareEnix? I want to believe that you are doing a good thing. I want to believe that this is going to be worth it. That you will reward PlayStation players and PC players for the wait. but I get the feeling that you're not gonna do jack squat about this. That this is just another excuse for you to make money. If you do this with Hitman, if you do this with Kingdom Hearts, if you do this with any other franchise that I like, you can expect more videos like this, and you can see the decline of me purchasing your games. We're about here right now, okay? And we're plateauing. And we don't want it to drop down to here. We don't want that. You don't want that, I don't want that, because I really want to play these games. I really love your content. But I hate the way that you propose your content. I hate the way you put it out to people. And I hate the way that you say you're gonna announce something, but all you're saying is that you're announcing something. I hate that of you, SquareEnix. I hate that, and I hate these new practices that you're putting in, where it's like, oh, yeah, you're gonna wait. Hate it! With that being said, I think I got out what I wanted to say. So, if you are as angry as I am, leave it down in the comments below. I will make sure to like everyone's comment and respond to the ones that are calling me a jackass. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike the video, dislike it. Add it to your favorites. Send it to your friends. Send it to fans of Tomb Raider. Get the link circulating, that way we can make something of this and say, look, SquareEnix, you're doing something wrong. This is not what we wanted. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully next week's will be a more peaceful episode of 50's Thoughts, where I don't have to yell and scream into the camera and hurt some people's eardrums. See you next week.